So today we are doing a bunch of crazy stuff. In this week's episode, we push ourselves and our equipment to the limit and attempt to do some epic progress on our self-built shipping container house. Whew, oh my god, stressful. Okay, so today we are going to do something that I'm totally not looking forward to. We've gotten them in our face before. Join us as we learn something completely new and make the best with what we have.
Like when you ride? So it's very scary. Also the machine, it's from the 70s, that look like.
Each day we're faced with a new set of challenges. So stay tuned to see what life throws at us this time. The final result is worth the wait. Hello, what's up? Glasses on, ready for action. So today we are doing a bunch of crazy stuff like usual. Everything we do is crazy. I know, you don't have to tell me. Don't rip me apart in the comments, I know. But we have limited access and clearly we have a budget, so it's not like we can have the crane here all day, every day for this kind of stuff. So anyways, let me tell you what crazy stuff we're doing today. Okay, so these tubes right here, they're not cut to size yet, but they will be. So these tubes are basically gonna be in the same spot as these ones, but above on the yellow I-beams. So basically what we have to do is build a scaffold 20 feet in there. So we used the bracing that was under the garage. You can see the garage is all open now. There's nothing under there. It's kind of dark, but anyways. So we have the big, I think they're 4x4s, something around that, maybe 5x5s, but they're big pieces of wood up there. And we are going to use the electric winch that we welded and bolted up there to lift this I-beam, to lift these 40-foot galvanized tubes up there. And clearly I know these are bigger than up there, so we're gonna center them in there and then put the plywood on top to figure out these. So to bring these up there and to get them welded in place.
Ready to go.
How do you feel about this crazy operation?
We'll see.
So yeah, I think the tubes are like 200 something pounds each. So yeah, definitely need the electric winch. But anyways, we're just gonna get everything out that we need to get out and attempt this crazy setup. Wish us luck. We tried to use the winch at first, but because of the angle and the leverage of the tube, it wasn't working. So we opted to use the excavator instead. Attempt number 1. First try, success. So we got one up there. Now we are gonna grab 2 more from the pile and do the same thing. So we finished placing the galvanized tubes on top of the I-beams. Just brought out the manager the building site supervisor to check our work. How you feel about that? Huh, Pete? She approves. Anyways, so that was like 50% sketchy. Wasn't the most sketchy thing that we've done, but it's up there. So as you can see, we got the galvanized tubes up there. Now we're gonna grab the plywood and put the plywood on top of the galvanized tubes so we can start to work on these vertical tubes, installing them up there. What you think, huh? What you think? This good for you? Oh, you little torpedo. So we are going to grab the plywood and bring it up there. A lot of setup to do, but it's necessary and it is very time consuming, unfortunately. So, all right, here we go. But first, a word from our sponsor. This mini chainsaw from SmartSaker is a game changer. This 4-inch electric chainsaw comes with a battery, a charger, adjustment tools, chain oil, and a manual. The 4-inch chain is super sharp, and the pure copper motor provides more torque and more power. The chainsaw features a safety lock on the handle, which helps prevent injuries. Coming with the chainsaw is a 20-volt, 1500 milliamp hour rechargeable lithium battery. Weighing in at 2.5 pounds, including the battery, the SmartSaker chainsaw is super lightweight and easy to carry around. It's super easy to use, and you can even use it with one hand. Convenient. It's the perfect tool for trimming branches and yard work. It's also a great tool to use while camping. You can even use it on the building site for small projects. Take it with when traveling down the back roads and use it to clear the road. The SmartSaker chainsaw is extremely easy to use, and it's a great tool to have for your outdoor needs. It's durable, lightweight, and extremely versatile. Click the link in the description for a special price just for you, and tackle any yard work with the SmartSaker mini electric chainsaw. Okay, back to work. After we installed the plywood for the scaffold, we got to work on fabricating the vertical tubing. I ended up cutting some of the tubing with the plasma cutter, and I took my sweet time because I had to be super precise with the cuts. Okay, so since we are working on the tubes up there and we have some rain coming, of course, to deal with that so that the tubes don't fill up with water once I weld the bottom of the tubes to the yellow I-beam. My aunt, Pablo Picasso over here, Michelangelo, sculpted all of these steel plates to fit on top, and we just like welded them just to do like a cap so that no water gets inside when they are welded in place. So here they are right here. Just need to grind the edges off, but very precise precision work from my babe. Yeah. So this is the next one that we will do, and I just finished welding it, so perfect. So onward we go. Long day, but we are making some progress. My aunt is all the way up there on our little scaffold that we built. So we got all the galvanized tubes and the plywood up there. We went up between the roof and where the pole will be against the container and measured that. And that's what this one is right here. So this one's ready to go. Just threw a disc at me. Anyways, so I think this is like the best we can do. Don't really see any other way to do this part of the house. So we're gonna bring the tube up there, lift it in place, and weld it, and that'll probably be it for today. So here we go. After we checked that everything was level, I tested my limits with claustrophobia and squeezed between the scaffolding to weld the tube to the I-beam. And next, I tested my limits with heights and went up to the roof to weld the tube to the container. Hello everybody! Beautiful day today on the ranch. Today we are getting our 50-foot I-beam delivered, which is gonna be interesting because it's super heavy and the excavator can't pick it up by itself, but it can pick it up side by side, like one side at a time. So we are going to set it here next to all of our other stuff. That all of this, except for the yellow beam over there, all of this eventually will be on the roof and the balconies and stuff like that. So soon we will be going through this little by little to place it. But anyways, we're gonna put the beam here. We are going to have to probably clean it before we paint it because they are stored outside and they probably have a little bit of flash rust on them. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we'll be lucky and it'll be in good shape, but I think that's wishful thinking. So anyways, we need to set up some wood to put the beam on. We need to move all of our vehicles out of the way because I think it's a rather large truck that needs to come. So yeah, we're just gonna get everything situated and yeah, cross our fingers the delivery goes smooth. So we got the pieces of wood set up where we will place this ginormous beam. So now it's just a matter of time until the delivery guy gets here. Are you nervous?
Not too much, but for sure I will be scared.
So yeah, we are just going to work on a couple other things while we wait. Okay, just got a call. Excuse me, while I go down all of our sketchy scaffolding. So just got a call from the steel place. They are gonna be here in like 15 minutes, so we're warming up the excavator. And yeah, cross our fingers everything goes well. Here we go. Woo! Oh my god. Stressful, but we did it. Everything went well. Peanut's down there checking it out. So all good. Hello everybody! Okay, so today we are gonna do something that I'm totally not looking forward to, but it is necessary, so we are obligated to do it. So yesterday we got the 50-foot I-beam delivered, and because they are mainly stored outside, we need to go have a nice long day of grinding. So as you can see, it's just it has a little bit of flash rust, and we need to paint it because it's supposed to rain. So yeah, yesterday it rained, even though it was not supposed to rain. There was no chance of rain, and it rained like all night. So clearly we didn't have time to clean and paint this beam. So now it's even more rusty than it was yesterday when we got it delivered. So as you can see, we're gonna need to remove all this and paint. So the tricky part is we have to use the excavator to flip it over because it is huge and heavy. So anyways, I'm gonna put all of my gear on and have so much fun grinding. Yay! By the end I won't be able to feel my arms or my wrists or my hands because of the vibration of the grinder, but you know, who needs those anyways? Good news is Bose sent us some new headphones, so super happy about that. Shout out to Bose, you guys are the best. So at least while we grind, I'll be jamming out to some good tunes. All right, let's roll. Also, one more thing to mention, because I get a lot of crap for wearing the respirator. The reason why we wear the respirator isn't so much for respiration, it's more to protect our face, because all of our face shields are pretty much destroyed from sandblasting because of all of the ricochet. It just like makes the lens super cloudy. It's really hard to see, almost impossible to see through it actually. So with that being said, we need to get more, but the reason we wear these is to protect our face from all of these little pieces of steel. I'll show you. All of these pieces eventually fly off and get embedded into your clothes. We've gotten them in our face before where the mask doesn't touch. So yeah, that's why we wear these. I don't really want my face to be perforated with tiny metal wire. So just a little explanation for y'all. Here we got the first example of why we wear protective equipment. We don't want this in our face, or anywhere else for that matter. So we are continuing to work on the vertical tubes for the second part of our little side structure here. So all the tubes are over there on our tables. So we are going to measure how long they have to be now that we have the beam, and we can base our measurements off of that because they will sit under the beam. So we're gonna measure everything out, cut the tubes, weld the little plate on the ends so they're watertight until we can get the beam up because it's supposed to rain this weekend. And yeah, I don't know if we'll have any time for anything after that. We'll see how it goes.
I want to say that.
Okay. At least we didn't have to go on the roof.
Yep. Mission accomplished.
Welcome to Metal Tube Plastic Surgery featuring Michelangelo and me. Okay, so we got all of our tubes cut. Well, not all of them because we need to do this one, but great thing about steel is you can reuse all the little pieces of scrap and weld them all back together and create whatever you want. So these tubes are all cut to size, and we had 2 extra pieces. We need to do one more to match up with the 4 on this side. So we will be welding these 2 so 2 become 1, morph together into one being. So yeah, I am going to get all my welding stuff on and weld these tubes together. We use this piece of angle iron to help keep the tube straight as I weld it together. We don't have a lot of flat surfaces, so sometimes we just gotta do what works best. And this is why I typically wear a respirator. And just like that, two become one. Wow. Wow.
Nice. Like brand new.
Wow. So now our Frankentube is ready to be cut to size. No waste. That is how you reuse and repurpose and get your money's worth out of stuff. Up and at it, another day on Pacific Pines Ranch. So today, it's supposed to rain later, so we don't have anything really that crazy planned for today because we don't want to get into doing any like metal work or painting and then have it rain earlier than they predict, because as you guys have seen in the past, the weather predictions are really crazy and really I don't know why they just can't they just don't know what the weather is going to be here. Anyways, so today we are going to move all the tubes that we cut and welded the top on yesterday. All these tubes right here, the 4 tubes, like the 4 horsemen that will go on the top of the yellow beams here, 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 and here. So basically the same as these 4 on the bottom. So what we are going to do is hook them up to the electric winch and winch them on the top. Scary every time. I really don't like doing that, but we don't really have any other options. So we are going to get the excavator, put them on top of this I-beam, connect them to the winch them up, and yeah. Then after, we're gonna work on the scaffolding up there a little bit, and once they're all up there, we can remove the winch and the hoist over there because we won't need them anymore. And you, how are you?
I'm good, pretty ready to lift some heavy steel.
You're just gonna lift them up there yourself, right?
It's my pinky. I would just do like that, it's more easy.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank God for heavy machinery, because we'd be in trouble without this excavator. Let's just say that.
Yeah, so
All right, so let's go. Hey, it's a beautiful day. Okay, so today you are going to journey with us on another day of our first time doing something new. We have a lot of these days because, as you all know, we started with zero building experience and we have never owned property or done any of this stuff in general. So today marks the day where we will learn how to operate a man lift or whatever they're called. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called, although I don't know, sometimes I hear these names and people are like, what's that? And I was like, I thought that's what it was called. So anyways, we have rented a man lift because it is pretty sketchy to be up where Viant is. It's one thing to just be up there, but to be holding like a tube that weighs like 300 something pounds on the edge and then have me welding and everyone with equipment and stuff, like all of my safety gear and whatnot. It's just sketchy. So we have a limited amount of days of sun left, so we have to basically get everything finished in a timely manner. So we rented the man lift and we are going to weld the tubes today, the vertical tubes up where Viant is, and after that, I don't know what we're doing after that. We need to have a little conference about our schedule. Also, we have our risers. Oh my god, crazy bugs. We have our risers for our roof, which will be under the structure of our roof to give the slope so that the water goes off the roof, runs off the roof. So those are coming today. And yeah, so it's kind of like a big day with a lot going on. So follow along as we learn how to operate a man lift in today's episode on Pacific Pines Ranch. Here we go, you guys. Our first time operating this boom man lift thing. So I'm gonna go jump in with Viant in the little bucket thing.
You like when you ride?
Let's learn the things again. Let's go over the things again. So this is for the movement of the
Drive,
the
left,
drive.
right.
This is
This,
for...
we turn the whole machine.
Okay, I'm gonna do it to you so,
Alright, what's
you
that?
see. He didn't touch that.
This.
Okay, so this is the tilt. Okay.
Alright, so it's this one. It's this one. Oh shit, it's not turning to the side.
It can't.
Maybe. Oh, okay. It's just like it's a little bit stiff there. Alright. Alright, so let's try to get on the position up there on the first one, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
You guys, if you live in the countryside and they don't have carnivals by you, just rent one of these.
I'm going there, baby, okay?
Okay. Viant's about to launch me out of this thing because it's a really...
I try to be very, very... it's really like jiggly, you know?
This thing is so scary. Oh my god. Oh.
Alright, so now let's turn the...
Okay, you should be good. Now we just gotta go up and out.
Right.
Keep going, keep going.
How I go out? No, this is the second lift. How I go more over
the
there?
slide. Let's look for the
This
slide.
one?
Yes.
No.
Yep.
No, this
Yep.
one was the going down.
Yeah, it's the slide.
Okay. Oh my god, I will be just over there.
Alright, we're almost there.
Huh?
Okay, I think if we just go...
So here I can do my mark.
Yeah.
Here, position. You will be maybe a little bit more high.
Yeah. Perfect. Me, I don't need to be any higher to weld.
I'm blind. So, and here with all the stuff from the inside. Ah, pretty sweet. We I guess we got it. Let's go down.
Okay. Now.
See, you can even go a little bit more, but whatever.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
okay, and this one.
This is the main boom. It's not this one, maybe. It's the other one.
This one?
Yeah. And yeah, turn before you hit the beam down, darling.
Funny me, I can do it. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of fun.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, it's really stable for an old machine like that.
Yeah. Even the beeps are struggling. They're like, ah.
Hello. I guess so again. Cool.
Now to turn it off.
This one.
Stop.
Cool. Hey, babe.
My first time driving the man, or in this case, the woman lift.
It's funny.
All right, you guys. So we figured out the man lift. Kind of got a hang of the controls and everything, but I'm not gonna lie, it's super sketchy. When you go to move on it, it's really jerky, and when you're high and like kind of extended, you have a lot of leverage. So, I mean, it's sketchy for sure. Yeah, when you're really high and you're trying to move left to right and the thing is just like, I can't say I really enjoy it. I'm not like a huge fan of like heights and stuff, so this is definitely like, this house is like testing all of my limits. But anyways, Viant is up there cleaning the tube that we are gonna weld in the corner right here. That'll be the first one. I'm just gathering all of the tools and stuff that we'll need, and then yeah, we'll lift myself up there and yeah, weld the first tube. So be careful, hang on, okay? Hang on well. Turn the cart. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe a lift, yeah. Yeah, it should be good. Alright, good. Yeah, you're a bit back. A bit more. And after you
right, first pull is off. Oh. Not gonna lie, you guys, this is pretty terrifying.
Good enough.
First pull, second pull. Now we just need to do 3, 4, and 5.
Oh my god. Really good job, man.
Can you repeat that?
Whoa! Really good job.
Today
It's filming.
Today is termite talk with my husband. So, how was your first experience with the man lift?
So it's very scary. Also, the machine, it's from the 70s, that look like. So everything have way too much play, and we are just like bouncing in like 30 feet in the air. So really scary. And you?
Yeah, it's really simple to use. It's not complicated to use, but definitely sketchy. Definitely, yeah. And you know, when you get some leverage and you're like 30 feet in the air, that little bit of motion is really dramatic.
Yeah.
A few times we saw the tires kind of come off the ground, so it's a little bit like
Sketch.
sketch. And not to mention, there's like 5 million termites right now flying around. I don't know if you can see them in the camera. They are everywhere, all over the place. I hear some.
Maybe you can put in the comment if you have experience with a newer machine, if the machine have as much play than this one.
Yeah. Successful day. Back at it tomorrow. Day 2 with the man lift. Getting stuff done. Vion's up on the 3rd level, prepping the last spots to weld the vertical tubing. So we have 2 more to weld, one against the container, one on the corner right there for the vertical tubing. We are going to put a C-channel between these 2 and again on the other side to anchor those to the house. So when we place the 55-foot I-beam, which is tomorrow, super exciting, so that everything is kind of anchored together, so that way when it is windy, you know, the leverage from the I-beam doesn't like cause some catastrophic failure. Once the roof is all together and everything's welded together, it will be like really, really solid. But you know, as you build stuff, before you have the support to support you know, other pieces of the build, some stuff is a little bit like, yeah. Gonna finish what we're doing, and yeah, tomorrow the crane will come. We're gonna place the I-beam, the 55-foot I-beam or 50-foot I-beam, and then we get to start on the roof, which is super exciting. Super exciting. So this is good news. Everything's going well. Cross our fingers that we get all that we need to get done. Gotta put on the rest of my welding gear and time to party. A man on a man lift.
Nice.
Here we go, another day on Pacific Pines Ranch. Alright, still working on the structure of this side up there. Gotta put all my crap down. Got too much stuff. So as you can see, Viant's already over there on the man lift. And also, as you can see, we got all the vertical tubing welded. So now what we're doing is welding a C-channel from the top of this one to that one, and the same on the other side, so that way when we place the 50-foot I-beam, it is anchored into the structure and it won't just like fall over if there's too much wind or something, because you never know. Don't want that to happen. That would suck. So anyways, Viant, he is taking the man lift up there, the genie. Which I don't know why, I think it's funny it's called that. And he is going to clean the vertical tubing to where I will weld the C-channel, and yeah, I think after that we might try to clean and paint. So, time to party. Another day of grind, weld, paint, repeat. Grind, weld, paint, repeat. Look at my babe floating in the air.
Ooh, I'm flying.
Let me just show you how freaking scary this is. You see my shadow right there? Yeah, it's freaking high. We up here. You can see the ocean over there. Viant, he's gonna clean where I have to weld. Oh my god. Let me just tell all of you guys, I will be so freaking happy when we are done with this step. When we're done with all this like being high on the roof and stuff like that. I think it'll be a while until we're done, but can you do? All right, one down, one to go. That was super sketch, like everything that we've been doing the past like 2 months. Sketchy. Anyways, my aunt's gonna clean some stuff up and we're gonna get started on the next one. Good morning, good morning. Today on Pacific Pines Ranch, today is crane day, which is always super stressful. Lifting super heavy stuff and having big machinery here is always stressful. So the crane is gonna come and lift the 50-foot I-beam behind me. Bion's back there cleaning where the vertical tubing will meet with the I-beam, because after the crane lifts it and places it, I'm gonna have to weld it in place. So I am going to get everything set up that I need to get set up. Bion is already going. I already have everything set up for him. And yeah, cross our fingers everything goes well and we get this crane set up, or this beam set. Alright, the crane is here. Time to lift this huge beam. Whew. Hope everything goes well. Woo! We made it. I know that was a long video, so thanks to all of you who stuck around until the end. This was a really, really, really big step for us, and now we can move on to some very exciting new things. And I cannot wait to share them with you all. Here's what's coming next on Pacific Pines Ranch. So today on the ranch we are working on the roof. Help support our channel by leaving a comment, liking, and sharing this video. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with our projects and adventures on the ranch. We put out new videos every Saturday and sometimes even during the week, so subscribe so you don't miss any. Okay, bye.